I could never get full. And as soon as I'm done, all I can think about is when I'm going to be able to eat again.
Forget the scales, forget the diets, forget Dr. Now's death stares. My 600-pound life had one secret MVP. And no, it wasn't kale. It was the food delivery drivers, the real lifeline of the show. Every greasy bag that hit the doorstep told a story, and today we're counting them all. Each on-screen delivery? That's a point. Stack them up, and by the end, we'll crown the king or queen of takeout.
Eating, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel happy. It takes away all my pain and depression. So no matter what it's costing me and how much I hate my life, I can't stop.
Number 10, Pauline Potter. Pauline comes in at number 10, and honestly, she set the tone for what food delivery addiction looks like on my 600-pound life. This is a woman who didn't just order dinner, she ordered survival in a bag. In one infamous scene, she's got her son Dylan running around as her personal Uber Eats long before the app even existed. That's point number 1. Then comes the big moment. Pauline casually orders fast food like it's an emergency prescription. That's point number 2 on the scoreboard.
There is not one good thing about being fat. The only good thing that I get out of it is when I'm eating. The biggest highlight of my day is eating. How is that powerful enough to keep me this way for years and years?
Now, 2 deliveries might not sound like much, but remember, we're only getting started here. Pauline makes the list because her delivery scenes were so unapologetic. She didn't try to hide it, didn't pretend it was for someone else. She owned it. Respect where it's due. But in terms of raw numbers, she's trailing behind. With only 2 confirmed deliveries, Pauline is holding down the 10th spot. Can she defend it as the countdown heats up? Not a chance, because the next contestants are about to bring in drivers like it's a full-time job. And speaking of waiting, our next contestant never kept delivery drivers waiting because they were practically on speed dial. Number 9, Jean Covey. At number 9, we've got Jean Covey, a fan favorite not just for her struggles, but for how relentless she was with that phone in hand. Jean had food delivery down to a system: pick up the phone, order a feast, and then sit back while the calories came knocking. First delivery, straight up fast food classics, the kind that arrive in a greasy paper bag you can spot from across the room. That's 1 point. But Jean wasn't stopping there. Soon after, another delivery, this time enough fried chicken to make Colonel Sanders rethink his business plan. Point number 2.
So when my grandmother would beat me or say something horrible to me, what I would go to make me feel better was food. So I started to get a little chubby then. And I was over 100 pounds by the time I was 6.
And then, because why quit while you're ahead, she tops it off with a dessert delivery run. That's point number 3. 3 deliveries on record might not sound like championship numbers, but it's enough to put Jean above Pauline. And let's be real, Jean's don't care, just bring the food energy made her scenes unforgettable. Delivery wasn't just an option for Jean, it was the plot twist. But if you think 3 deliveries are impressive, just wait, because the next contestant treated the delivery driver like a roommate. Number 8, Lisa Fleming. At number 8, we've got Lisa Fleming, one of the most infamous stars in my 600-pound life history. Lisa's story was heavy in more ways than one, but when it comes to food delivery, she was consistent. If there were loyalty points for ordering takeout, Lisa would have earned a lifetime VIP card. Delivery number 1, the classics. Fast food bags stacked like trophies on her nightstand. That's 1 point. Delivery number 2, a repeat order because why fix what isn't broken? That's point number 2.
When I'm eating, nothing goes through my mind. I'm happy. Since I can't get out like I want to, I eat more. I can't stop myself.
Then comes the kicker. Multiple bags dropped off in a single sitting like the driver just catered a birthday party. That brings her to 4 confirmed deliveries. What sets Lisa apart isn't just the number, but the vibe. Her deliveries weren't "oops, I slipped." They were events. Each one was a reminder that food wasn't just fuel, it was the center of her world. And the drivers? They were practically recurring cast members on her season. But while Lisa was racking up loyalty points, our next contestant made delivery drivers feel like part of the family, literally on a first-name basis. Number 7. James K. Sliding into number 7 is James K., a man whose relationship with food delivery could only be described as committed. James didn't just order a meal, he ordered a lifestyle. His delivery scenes are burned into the minds of fans because they perfectly showed how food was both his comfort and his curse. Delivery number 1, a huge order of fast food enough to make you wonder if he accidentally ordered for a party of 10. That's 1 point. Delivery numbers 2 and 3, same drill, different day, different bags, same driver looking exhausted. That brings him up to 3 points.
I can never get full. And as soon as I'm done, all I can think about is when I'm going to be able to eat again. If I had my way each day, my day would begin with food and just end with food.
Then add in 2 more deliveries caught on camera, including one where the bags were stacked like a leaning tower of grease. That's 5 points in total. James's storyline was tragic, and his deliveries reflected that. They weren't just about indulgence, they were survival and denial rolled into one. Still, 5 deliveries land him firmly above Lisa and Jean, but far from the top spot. But while James was piling up bags, the next star turned their living room into a revolving door of delivery drivers. Number 6, Destiny Lachey. At number 6, we've got Destiny Lachey, the first transgender participant on My 600-Pound Life and one of the most memorable personalities the show ever had. Destiny's story was raw, emotional, and often heartbreaking, but when it came to food deliveries, she knew how to keep the drivers busy. Delivery number 1. Fast food combo meal, extra large, the kind that could double as breakfast and dinner. That's 1 point. Delivery number 2. A pizza drop-off that looked like she ordered half the menu. That's point number 2.
When I have something that tastes good in my mouth, all I care about is that I feel good. And my life doesn't seem that bad in that moment. So all I want to do is eat all day and every day and never stop.
By the time delivery numbers 3 and 4 rolled around, it was clear. This wasn't occasional takeout, this was a routine. Add in 2 more late-night food runs, and Destiny racks up 6 confirmed deliveries. What made Destiny's delivery scene stand out was how honest she was about it. She didn't sugarcoat, well, except literally, when dessert was in the bag. Her struggle felt painfully relatable, and that's why fans remember those moments. And while 6 deliveries are impressive, our next contestant could have practically set up a punch card system for the local pizza place. Midpoint recap. Halfway in and the grease is just getting started. Pauline's clinging on with 2, Jean's at 3, Lisa at 4, James at 5, Destiny at 6. But from here on out, we're entering professional territory, and here's where things get spicy, literally and figuratively. The bottom half gave us some unforgettable moments, but the top contenders, they're in a whole different league. These are the patients who didn't just order food, they made food deliveries their lifestyle brand. And as we head into the final stretch, you'll see why. Because the next 4 contestants racked up orders like a competitive sport. Buckle in, folks, the scoreboard's about to explode. And kicking off the madness is someone who quietly stacked deliveries like it was a side hustle. Number 5. Justin Asante. Sliding into the final stretch is Justin Asante, the quiet storm of food deliveries. Everyone remembers Steven, but Justin? He was the ninja of takeout. No shouting, no drama, just casually phoning in pizzas like it was his day job. His delivery list reads like a love letter to carbs: 1 pizza, 2 pizzas, 3 pizzas. By the 4th, the delivery guy was probably asking if he wanted to open a tab. Add in 3 more fast food drop-offs, and Justin hits a solid 7. Now, 7 deliveries is impressive, but compared to what's coming, it's like bringing a sandwich to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Still, Justin earns his spot for sheer consistency. Scoreboard. Update. Justin, 7 points, Destiny, 6 points, James K, 5 points, Lisa, 4 points, Jean, 3 points, Pauline, 2 points. But if Justin was the silent type, our next entry was the exact opposite, ordering food like it was a sporting event. Number 4. Penny Sager. Coming in at number 4, we've got Penny Sager, one of the most controversial figures on the show. Penny's delivery scenes are infamous because they perfectly captured her resistance to change. Delivery 1. A big fast food order, classic. Delivery 2, 3, and 4? More of the same, each bag looking heavier than the last.
I let food be the way that I found solitude.
My world has closed in around me.
By the time Penny hit delivery number 5, her husband looked more like a delivery driver assistant than a spouse. Add in 3 more food runs and Penny racks up 8 total deliveries. What made Penny stand out was how defiant she was about it. Every delivery felt like a statement. Nope, I'm not changing. And that stubbornness is exactly why she makes it so high on the list. But while Penny was defiant, our next contestant turned delivery drivers into recurring guest stars. Number 3, Gina Krasley. Number 3 is Gina Krasley, who may not have been the most famous star, but her delivery scenes? Unforgettable. Gina leaned hard on delivery food and the sheer variety was impressive. Delivery number 1, pizza. Delivery 2, fast food combo. Delivery 3, Chinese takeout. By the time delivery numbers 4 and 5 showed up, it was clear this wasn't about convenience, it was dependency. Add in 4 more runs, caught on camera, and Gina clocks in at 9 total deliveries.
Eating, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel happy. It takes away all my pain and depression. So no matter what it's costing me and how much I hate my life, I can't stop. I just want more and more and more.
Her scenes often showed the cycle: emotional struggle, call the delivery driver, food arrives, repeat. It was tough to watch, but undeniably memorable, and it puts her in the top 3 of this countdown. Scoreboard update: Gina, 9 points, Penny, 8 points, Justin, 7 points, Destiny, 6 points, James K, 5 points, Lisa, 4 points, Jeannie, 3 points, Pauline, 2 points. But the next 2? They're in a league of their own. Delivery legends, the kind of customers who made drivers double-check their gas tanks. Number 2, Amber Ratchty. At number 2, we've got Amber Ratchty, one of the most recognizable names in my 600-pound life. While Amber eventually became a success story, during her early days, the delivery drivers were practically side characters in her episode. Delivery number 1, greasy fast food classics. Delivery 2 and 3, piles of burgers and fries, the kind of order that needs 2 hands just to carry inside.
Food, it's a comfort, and it's helping me avoid reality. I have a lot of anxiety, and I don't like it, and I am at peace while I eat.
Delivery 4 through 6, a rotating menu of comfort foods showing up like clockwork. By the time she hit delivery 7, the drivers were probably wondering if they should just leave the engine running outside. Add in 4 more documented food runs, and Amber racks up an impressive 11 total deliveries. Amber's story had a positive turnaround, but those delivery scenes will forever be part of her before chapter, and they earn her the runner-up spot here. But as much as Amber ordered, no one, and I mean no one, comes close to the man who made food delivery history. Number 1. Stephen Asante. And at number 1, no surprises here, it's the legend himself, Stephen Asante. If food delivery were an Olympic sport, Stephen would have a gold medal, a sponsorship deal, and probably a pizza box-shaped trophy. Delivery number 1, pizza. Delivery 2, more pizza. Delivery 3, 4, 5, guess what? Still pizza. Stephen wasn't just a customer, he was a franchise's lifeline. In one episode, he stacked up deliveries like he was building a personal pyramid scheme with Domino's boxes. Conservatively, fans counted over 20 separate deliveries across his appearances, and that's just what made it on camera. Off camera? Who knows? Stephen probably had drivers on a retainer. What made Stephen iconic wasn't just the volume, but the attitude. He demanded food like it was oxygen, yelled at people when deliveries were late, and even claimed he couldn't live without his pizzas. Delivery drivers dreaded his number popping up, but for us viewers, it was TV gold. Final scoreboard champion, Stephen Asante, 20-plus deliveries, a runaway victory, cementing him as the undisputed king of food deliveries in my 600-pound life history. And that's it, the delivery crown goes to Stephen Asante. DoorDash should honestly retire his jersey because no one's ever topping this record. From Pauline's modest 2 orders to Stephen's pizza empire, we've seen it all. Some patients leaned on delivery like a guilty pleasure, others like a defiant statement, and some, well, Stephen turned it into their defining legacy. It's wild to think how much food delivery shaped these stories. For some, it was a comfort in pain. For others, a symbol of resistance against Dr. Now's orders. And for Stephen Asante, it was, well, basically a full-time job. DoorDash, Domino's, Pizza Hut. If they ever make a delivery hall of fame, his jersey is the first one on the wall. But beyond the roast and the greasy bags, there's something real here. Every delivery was a window into the battles these patients fought daily, not just with food, but with emotions, habits, and health. It was sad, sometimes funny, always unforgettable. So while Stephen wears the delivery crown, let's not forget, these weren't just punchlines. They were people trying to cope the only way they knew how. And remember, in the world of my 600-pound life, sometimes the biggest delivery isn't what shows up at the door, it's the change that finally shows up inside.